Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm Gamesplaining Gold West. So if you have watched the Gamesplanation of Gold West, you'll have an idea of how the game plays. I have set this up as a 2-player game. Things that are different with a 3 and 4 player game, these 2 spots are turned over so there's more map available to you. There are slightly more of these on a 3 and 4 player game, and on a 4 player game you don't have those 2 tents. So there's a first and second, and on a 3 or 4 there's third and fourth, which tells you the setup of how you start. So I'm set up to start with these guys, and I think straight off the bat we might go with that. So he's just building on one of the things around the lake, and it's probably worth his while at this early stage to go for that one. That gets him 3 black cubes. Now, if he brings all 3 of these off at the same time, he can't use them all, because only one of them will count. So if he goes there, he would lose 1 to here and pull 2 off. If he put them here, he would lose 1 there, 1 there, and then pull 1 off. So that's probably the best spot for him to go, which gets him 2 points. And that then goes over the jungle or green spaces. It is now Orange's turn. Orange is just going to move the green one off. So once again, just the single thing that can be done. And he's going to go over here and grab that one, which gets him 3 gold. And once again, he needs to choose where to put them. If he puts them here, he's going to need to drop something to come off. What he's thinking is that on his next turn, he's going to grab this one, which will then give him 4 gold. So he might actually place it at the top. So he's not going to get any points for it at the moment, but what he's working towards is that. So he'll potentially be able to get some points in the future. Now, what I haven't done, what I forgot to do, is flick these over. So whenever you put in a new camp or settlement or whatever you want to call them, you open up the new spots next to it. Okay, it is back over to Purple's turn, and Purple is going to drop 1 there, and bring 1 out, which allows him to once again just build a single spot, and he might go there. So flip that one over. That gets him a bronze and a green. Now, if he puts them here, what they'll allow him to do next turn is drop a bronze here and take those 2 off, which is probably a worthwhile thing to do. So he'll do that for 1 point. And flick that over there. It's back over to Orange's turn. Orange will go for that, and that allows him to just place a camp. And he's going to drop his camp here. That will get him a black, a green, and a bronze. That then goes there. He's forgotten to do that one. That should have been across there earlier. I do apologize about that. I'm sure I'll catch that in the edit. Now, if he puts all of these into this space, what's going to happen is he'll get the extra bit of building there, and that will give him 3 gold and a bronze, which is probably worthwhile. So he'll throw them in there, not taking any points at the moment, but he's working towards something. So back over to Purple, and Purple will bring these forward, take those 2 off, which gives him one of these guys. So just before he goes, these get flipped over from last time. Okay, he thinks that he needs a bronze and a silver so that he can get this one. So using that, he will take that, which is a extra build up. So it's going to go there, and he gets a bronze and a silver, and I'll give him 0 points for that. So his next turn can be a fairly massive one. And that flips over there. Notice when you're putting it up onto one of these round discs, you skip a spot. Back over to Orange. Orange is going to flick all of these off. So to start with, he will grab that, which gives him 1 on that space. He's used all them. It now gets him 8 points. He also gets that, so it's another 3. 1, 2, 3. Of course, he was the first to do the thing. He can now sell a single silver. Silver is this track. It's orange that's working at the moment, so push him forward 1 on the silver track. And with these two, he's got to choose a location. He really does need at least a cube to come off the end. So it's probably worth his while to grab that one, which gets him 3 green. And if he puts them there, he'll drop 1 green there, 1 green there, and they'll get him a green off the end. And that one goes up on space 2, gets 2 more points for doing it that way. Back over to purple. Purple is now doing very similar action. He's got 3 bronze and a silver, which is this, so he gets 7 points for that. 1, 2, there's 7. He gets that for being the second one to do a thing, so that pushes him forward another 2. And that allows him to push one of his carts forward, and he thinks he'll push forward on the gold track. He's now using a green and a black, so that allows him to do one of the built up ones. These should have been flipped over earlier. I feel like I'm going to forget to do that a lot, so I do apologise. Please forgive me and just allow them to be turned over as I notice them. Now what I'm noticing is there's very little of the cubes in this area, so in order for him to actually be able to do stuff without putting anything here and losing a point, he's going to need to take this one. He'll do that, which gets him a black and a bronze, and he'll put that there and take 1 point for it. So that brings them up to equal again, and that goes down there. Okay, over to orange. Orange will drop on there, and bring the single off, and he will grab that spot, which gets him 2 silver and a gold. And he will put them into that spot just there, which will get him 1 more point. And that goes there. Moving back over to purple. Purple will drop off that and bring a single out. These should have been flipped over as well, which is good because he kind of needs a cube to be able to do anything. That one should have been flipped over. Okay, what he might do is take that spot, which gets him a black and a gold, and he'll put them there, which gives him 1 more point. Put that into there. Okay, back to orange. He's going to use that one. Okay, he's going to take this spot, so flick those over. That gets him 1 of each of the resources, and he'll put that down to that same spot. That then flicks over. Back over to this player, who will use that black to just place one of his things down. And what he's going to do is grab this one, which is 2 silver and a gold, and he'll put them into that same spot. Flip that over. Moving forward, orange's turn. All orange can do is move these and move them out, so he's going to leave the 1 bronze behind and take the rest. So using 2 silver and 2 gold, he'll grab that, which gets him 11 points, which pushes him up to 25. That last one pushes him 1 more point. He has 1 silver left, which pushes that forward, so it gets another 2 points. And then claim a spot. And he thinks his best action will be to take that one, which gets him 2 black and a green. And he'll place them down on number 2. So he gets 2 more points for that. So he'll drop 1 there, and get the other one off when it's his turn. Back to purple. Purple only has these. The card that he was going for has just been picked up, so he can't actually get one of these cards. So now he has some options. He can grab one of these, and what these are, this is the Boomtown spots. So for every 2 things, he's got marking stuff here, he'll get 3 points. For every tent he has next to the opposition tent, he'll get 1 point. So at the moment he's got 3 points sitting over there. And this one is for every straight line. He'll get 1 point, and that one is for each of these, he'll get 2 points. So what he might do, he would really like to use gold to get there, which will give him 2 more points. I think if he uses those two to claim that spot, and then he'll use these two to move forward 2 spots, so it's 2 more points, and that one to move forward 1 spot. And now he needs to put down a tent. Now, because he can't put up here because he hasn't actually come out with one of the cubes, he has to put there, which moves him backwards 1 point. And then he can claim the stuff from somewhere. And I think that his best move at this point in time is to claim that one, which will get him a green, a black, and a silver. He might just put there, so he'll drop the silver, drop the black, and pull out the green, which gets him 2 more points. And that doesn't go onto his board, it gets pushed off to the side. I think that is probably enough of an idea of how to play the game. I've done, I think, everything up to the final scoring. So final scoring would come down to whatever you have marked here. So he would get, that's purple, would get another 1, 2, 3 points. In final scoring, he would lose 1 point for having the most in the wanted area. And then this 4 points, on a 2-player game, you just use the smaller number. On a 3 or 4-player game, you'll use both numbers. So because these guys are equal, this one's actually 1 because he's used less things, or because there's an open space there. So this player would get the 4 points. Gold, that player would get the 5 points. Silver, this player would get the 6 points. And on the bronze, that player would get the 7 points, with where we currently stand. I will leave it there. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you would like to be Gamesplaned, please shoot me an email to thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter @thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.